Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a pretty expensive team, well, regarding Hitmonchan, that is. As a matter of fact, it is going to be the most expensive fighting type viable in the Ultra League here as a Shadow, and I absolutely love it. I do not regret investing in this whatsoever. Costed a little over 700,000 Stardust. Yeah, that's it's no joke here, right? So it is going to be level 50, and we're going to be pairing it up with Shadow Charizard, which is also going to be another showcase of the video. Now, I don't have to tell you twice that Shadow Charizard is going to be amazing in the Open Ultra League. Then we're also going to be pairing it up with yet again another Shadow, and that is going to be Snorlax. Again, another fantastic Shadow Pokemon. So we do kind of have our bulky Pokemon, which is going to be Snorlax. Charizard and Hitmonchan are both pretty offensive, so yeah. But with that said, let's get into this here, folks. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that really does help me out. Makes me very happy, brightens up my day. It makes me more enthusiastic and energetic, and maybe talk less about the algorithm if you want me to do that. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so Hitmonchan into Charizard. We're taking a lot of damage from that super effective wing attack, and we are a Shadow at that as well. But we do have something to combat it, which is going to be Thunder Punch. We're going to get that off, get a shield, swap into Snorlax right as they throw their charge move, which is going to be a Dragon Claw, absorbing it no problem, and they're going to be retreating into their Obstagoon, which is going to be doing quite a bit of damage to our Shadow Snorlax here with that counter, as well as Cross Chop. Going to go ahead and go for a superpower. Unfortunately, it's not enough to KO Obstagoon, and a lot of people know this, and you're not going to be able to finish them off with a lick, so they can pretty much let that first one go. So unfortunately, we're not winning that matchup, but we are up a shield, so let's see what we can do here. Not getting too much farm off of them. They're immediately swapping into their Charizard, as I suspected they would, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Shadow Charizard up against the regular one here. Now, our Shadow Charizard does have a Legacy Wing Attack. I don't think I used an Elite TM. I think I just, actually, if it's Shadow, I probably had to, right? Okay, never mind. Elite Quick TM, used it. I do have pretty much every set that I can have for a Charizard. Dragon Breath, Blast Burn. That's pretty much like Dragon Claw or Wing Attack, Blast Burn, and then. Is there another Legacy? Oh, it's Ember, but it's not good. You don't really want that too much. Actually, Ember could do something for you. But anyways, let's get back into the battle here. I got a lot of those. Maybe we'll showcase those in the future, even though they're not going to be your ideal moveset. Hitmonchan, knocking them all out. Oh, boy. Stacking them up in a pile like a cartoon. Next battle, met with an Aurorus. Extremely weak to fighting. They're going to be retreating into their Giratina, in which we're going to go ahead and bring in our Snorlax, which is going to be doing a lot of damage with that lick. But our charge moves are not going to be doing pretty much anything to it. Well, a little something. They do obviously chip away, but they're not very effective here. So we're obviously going to go for the Body Slam over and over and over again. And it looks like they're fishing for a boost with the Ancient Power. I do believe they start going for the Dragon Claw once they bring me down a little bit lower. Once they realize, yeah, let's not gamble on that boost anymore. So we bring them down into the red first. Great. This is obviously going to bring us down into the red as well. And, ooh, if we survive this Dragon Claw, whoa, we're going to shield it up. Okay, makes sense. Shield them up, and then if they bring in the Aurorus, we can threaten them with the superpower. They'll probably farm us down. And I think, did they bring in is this the one with the Toxicroak? Yeah, Toxicroak. They knew I was going to throw that, so they bring it into resisted. Very nice move on your end there. Bringing in the Charizard and getting off the Dragon Claw immediately here, so we can get that nice alignment with the Aurorus with our Hitmonchan. I was going to stay in here for a second to kind of make them waste their energy, but they back out before we can finish it off, and we take that win. Next battle, Lapras lead. Great lead with the Hitmonchan. What are they going to swap into? A Clefable, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in a Charizard as we do resist that charm. Looking good here, and we're going to go straight for the Blast Burn here. A lot of people do like to double shield up their Clefable and kind of just charm down the Charizard, but in this case they just let it go immediately, which makes me happy as well. Going to go for a Blast Burn, not even going to try to bait that Lapras here, and they're going to be kind of forced to throw, otherwise I'll get off another one here. Surf incoming, obviously going to KO, and we're going to bring in the Hitmonchan. We'll still hold on to 2 shields and looking good, and we do have a Thunder Punch on deck here. We also have Ice Punch if you haven't noticed, and they're bringing in a Giratina, and once again we're going to go ahead and bring in Snorlax to handle this situation here. Now when they have Shadow Claw, it's going to make your job with Snorlax a whole hell of a lot easier to take them out. If they have Dragon Breath, they're going to be very fastly bringing you down, as opposed to Shadow Claw, where they're basically going to be healing you, almost, it looks like, right? And the only way they could do some real damage is by throwing their charge moves here. So it's kind of this predicament where my quick move is super effective, but my charge moves are doing nothing. Their quick move is doing nothing, but their charge moves are doing something. All right, so we got a little bit of a standoff here. We've got 2 shields. I'm going to go ahead and shield this up. Get off this body slam. We just want to make sure we get this alignment here so we do not screw it up. Immediately swap into the Lapras, and I will in fact use my last shield. That is perfectly okay, and we're going to go ahead and counter them down and take that win with the Hitmonchan. Right where we started. Next battle, Jellicent. Not really good for us, but we do have a Charizard, but it can still handle it. Blast Burn is still going to be doing a decent amount, or at least spamming Dragon Claw. Going to go for the Thunder Punch here. Now we do have a Snorlax, and I don't remember how I play this one out here. We'll let this go. Calling the Surf. Nice. Now we will shield this up to threaten them, or at least KO them almost here with the Thunder Punch, right? Or get a shield out of them. I think if they shield this up, we swap into Snorlax because we've gotten them low enough. Yeah, we're fine. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Snorlax. They're retreating with energy and bringing in a counter, which is going to be Cobalion. Not good. All right, the Hitmonchan is not looking too healthy over here. Building up to almost 2 superpowers. Going to go ahead and throw that first one. And they're letting it go. Going for the body slam in hopes that we can get a shield out of them here. Let's see what happens. And they are shielding it up, and we're using... they're using their last shield. Great. All right, so they've got a lot of energy. Now, they have a Stone Edge, so what we're going to do is just bring in the Hitmonchan to absorb everything. And I think they go straight for it. Yeah. So Charizard would have said, good night, sleep tight. We're farming them down while holding on to 1 shield. That was the best play for us. Great. Now, Charizard, it's all up to you, buddy. Let's take out this Jellicent with energy. Great. And they've got a Snorlax with the Nightcap in the back. Very nice. Still working on mine. Once I'm done registering it for the 30 days, I am, done with that device. The Go Plus Plus is cool. You can use the Ultra and Great Balls. That's the feature that I do enjoy, and I'm going to tell you straight up, when I do use my daily incense, I really do like to use that because I can control what's being caught at the same time. I don't have to just turn off the Go Plus altogether, and I can still catch things and not lose out on dust. But with the other party devices like, 24/7 Catcher and things like that, they're going to be coming out with these same kind of devices, so should be pretty good. Anyways, what do we got going on here? It's enough about that Snorlax sleep crap. And we got a Swampert. All right, so we're going to be seeing a couple of these Swampert leads back to back. All right, so they're taking that win here, but it really costed them, and it costed them 2 shields. So I decided, you know what, I'll go ahead and use my last shield too. Since you do have a water up here, we're going to go ahead and farm you down, shield this battle, and I'll be loaded up with a Shadow Charizard. Are you kidding me? Bringing in a Giratina, and we're going to go ahead and get off 2 of these Dragon Claws here while we do have Snorlax in the back, farming up a little bit more energy before we do retreat after throwing this Dragon Claw and bringing in that Snorlax, and they have a Muck in the back. Now that Giratina does have a little bit of energy, but it's pretty much on its deathbed. And this Muck here is not going to appreciate these body slams. Now, Dark Pulse is going to do a decent amount, but Snorlax is going to be, they go Acid Spray. Oh boy, all right, sounds good to me. Going for a body slam, can we lick them down? We do. Oh my goodness. That's a wrap. There's no way this Giratina is going to be able to take us out. They go for the charge move anyways. They say, I'm going to do that damage. Dragon Claw with the defense drop on the Snorlax, and we take the win with a lick. Next battle, what are we going to see with that Hitmonchan? There you go, another Swampert, like I said. All right, so let me give you a little sum here. It happens sometimes, most of the time, a lot of times. It could screw you over big time too, though. But if you put something in the back with, I don't know, say fire, flying, it'll kind of match it up, weakness and resistance. So flying resist it, or ground I'm getting this all screwed up. I don't know what flying resist ground, and that matches up with the quick move. And then water is super effective to fire and matches. Okay, look, it gets a little complicated, and I'm making it sound, I'm sounding like an idiot at this point, so let's just forget about it. All right. What do we got here? Walrein. All right, we let that first one go, and we're going to go ahead and blast burn them up. Let's go. Like it's the Xenomorph on the Nostromo. All right, so let's go ahead and swap into our Snorlax, and I didn't let... Oh, yeah, we got 1 shield left, so we'll let it go. What we wanted to do is have them use that energy before we debuffed ourselves, but they freaking caught with a Charizard. Okay, gotta give credit where credit is due. That was a damn good catch. Very nice. But it is still looking like we're going to be able to pull this one off here. Charizard, go ahead and hit me with that Dragon Claw. Bring it in my own Charizard to farm them down. Can we get to the Blast Burn? That is the thing, and we need it to KO. Now, this is a Shadow Charizard, so probably it will. And we get to the Blast Burn. Fantastic. Charizard showcasing it up with that Blast Burn and taking the win up against the Walrein. Great. Next battle, what are we going to see here? Hitmonchan, let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, a Pidgeot. Obviously, this isn't good, but what we're going to do is kind of stand up to the beast. We're going to go ahead and throw the Ice Punch here. Obviously, super effective. It doesn't really matter, Ice or Thunder at this point. And we're going to swap into Snorlax to absorb the Feather Dance. Now, we've put ourselves at a massive disadvantage, unfortunately, because they've debuffed our attack by 2 stages, and now they have the pick of the farm down. So they bring in their Cobalion. Now, superpower debuff by 2 stages, let's see, and they're still shielding it up. So I mean, we've gotten both shields out of them. We're still holding on to 2. Now the way I thought I'd play this out is, I don't know if I was going to be able to farm them down because they have quite a bit of energy on that Cobalion, and yeah, they're already getting my next shield, and a Sacred Sword is essentially going to KO. So I let it go. I swap into Charizard, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want them to, I got to take this win here with a bad lead. So I bring in the Charizard. They're retreating with a little bit of energy, bringing back the Cobalion. And I didn't give a damn. I wasn't going to play around. This is a Stone Edge no matter what. They bait me with a Sacred Sword though, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and just go with it. Going for the Blast Burn, taking them out. What you got in the back? Oh, a Registeel. If that's all we really needed to do is get off this Blast Burn here. Hitmonchan's got enough health to survive the lock-ons, and we will be able to counter them down with super effective counter plus stat plus shadow damage. You better believe it. Hitmonchan, both of the showcase Pokemon, taking the win at the end for us and looking good. Next battle, what are we going to see? Hitmonchan with a Venusaur. All right, so yeah, obviously this isn't great here, but we do have Ice Punch at the end of the day. So I think we try to catch, or maybe we shield it up. All I know is I can't swap. So we'll shield this one up. We're going to try... Oh, okay, I bring it in Snorlax. Sounds good, sounds good. Getting to the Body Slam right when they get to it. Okay, so I wanted to farm them down. I think I didn't really tap on that. Yeah, so I wasn't really going for the outpacing them there. There's going to be swapping into an Ampharos with a little bit of energy on that beautiful, shiny Venusaur. And Ampharos, what's going on, buddy? All right, so they've used one shield. I've used one as well. We're going to let this go. This is going to KO, obviously. Don't want to use our last shield. There's really no point. We've got Charizard weak to electric, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Ampharos here. I'm hoping for a brutal swing, but it is a Thunder Punch. I think they already hit me with that, so I should have already known. All right, but we survived no problem. We're going to put all of our hope into Charizard at the end here. 1-to-1 shields. Not ideal, but let's go. Swapping and taking out Venusaur immediately. What's in the back? A Walrein. Perfect. So that was the opportunity to get our farm that we needed. And it looks like we got another one of these situations. All right, never mind. They're going to back. I think they threw their phone into the couch. Okay, or close their app. What I was going to say is, oh, they shielded it up though. Okay, that was really making me laugh. I was like, what? Why were you sitting still? But then you shielded up. All right, anyways, we take the win there. Okay, great. If anything, what was going to happen was they would outpace me, maybe, and then I would bring in the Hitmonchan and counter them down, just like the Registeel. Next battle, another flyer. What do you know? This algorithm really doesn't like me. So we're going to go for the Thunder Punch like we usually do when we're weak against this lead here. Still doing a lot of damage. Now, I do believe I let this go here. Yeah, Flame Charge. Still in the yellow, and wow, what am I doing? Thinking I was going to get to the Thunder Punch. That's what I was... That pissed me off. Aw, man, I screwed it up. But I bring in Charizard and take them out. Incredible. Before they get off anything. And they bring in a Scrafty, which makes me believe that there's like a Steel or a Grass in the back. Okay, sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and shield this up and calling the foul play beautiful. So we've gotten one shield out of them. I feel like they don't want this Charizard to pass, so we're going to bait. And they shield it up. They do not want this Charizard to get through. What is back there, buddy? Show me what you got in the back. I actually forgot. Oh shit. Yeah, Ferrothorn. Yeah, that's going to be very weak to fire. Okay, to take out a whole village of Ferrothorns with that Blast Burn there. All right. Moving it on here. What are we going to see with Hitmonchan? Haxorus. Interesting. 2 counter users, except mine is getting stabbed. I do believe they go for something very odd here, and they go Night Slash. I do not know the logic. Okay, Breaking Swipe. Never mind. Wrong battle. All right, so they've lowered my attack here, so we're obviously doing less. Ice Punch is still going to KO. So beautiful. All right, but we've used a shield. They swap into, or they bring in their Cresselia, and we swap into our Charizard, which is going to be resisting everything unless they have Future Sight. And, of course, they have Future Sight. We're not looking good here, huh? We're getting screwed over left and right for this battle. Oh boy, what are we going to do to turn it around? Letting the Blast Burn go, and we get to the Dragon Claw too. All right, they haven't used the shield yet, and neither have we. We've got the Snorlax in the back, which can handle quite a bit. If there's a fighter, we're pretty much screwed. We're done. It's over for us. I don't know. Hitmonchan's still full health. I did not realize that. They immediately swap as I bring in the Hitmonchan, locking themselves to allow me to farm up here, or at least take advantage of the situation, which we had a Snorlax in the back, which did not want to see that. So thank you for swapping and locking yourselves here. And now we're going to be able to take the win. I think we counter down this Crest. And that's not the first or the last time you're going to see. That's the first time you've seen it for this video. That's not the last time you're going to see Crest getting farmed down by Hitmonchan. Next battle, we have a good lead for once, a Walrein. They're going to be swapping into a Scrafty, which is yet again weak to fighting. And I think they back out after I get this out. Yeah. Yep, that's Hitmonchan there for you. They must be thinking the algorithm right about now. Next battle, what do we got? What do we have? A Berserker. Okay, great lead. They swap into a Poliwrath Shadow, so I go ahead and bring in our Charizard here. Obviously, we do not want to bring our Snorlax normal type to go up against this new Shadow Stab counter user. So Charizard it is, but we're going to have to shield, and it is an Ice Punch bait. But I'm going to go ahead and get this off as much as I wanted to farm down. I'm not trying to take a skull to the face. They let it go, and they still have 2 shields. But at least we won that matchup, and that's what you really want to do. Bringing back Berserker, knowing that we're probably not going to get to the Blast Burn here, and we're just going to bait, make them think we have a Blast Burn, and we get a shield with Dragon Claw. Let's go. And they throw their energy here, which a foul play would easily KO. So that's why we went for the Dragon Claw there. And they immediately swap into a Crest, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Snorlax here. And I think this might be the one. Let me see the trainer. Nah, I think the trainer's female when it happens, but Hitmonchan absolutely counters down a Cresselia and just knocks the hell out of it. All right, so Snorlax putting in the work here. Great matchup here. Absorbing the Moonblast, no problem at all. Gosh, I love Snorlax. It is so good for PvP. Snorlax, oh my gosh, I can't speak. Shadow Snorlax, especially because it's already bulky. All right, bringing in the Crest. Yes, we're countering it down, but that's yet again not the actual one we were looking for here. Now, I don't know why I go for Ice Punch. I figured they would shield it up anyways, but they let it go. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? But whatever, we still counter them down and take the win. All right, next battle, what are we going to see here? Poliwrath. Okay, this is interesting. We do have Thunder Punch, so let's see how this does work out. So last time, my Shadow Machamp won against Poliwrath. Let's see if Hitmonchan can win against Poliwrath. All right. So they're going to be shielding up my Thunder Punch about right here. We're going to go ahead and shield them up. It is an Ice Punch. Okay, can we outpace them? Please tell me we do. And we get to the Ice Punch. If they double shield, that's great. If they let it go, oh, they let it go, and it's still not enough. I think they take the win here. We survived barely, but their counters, yep. Damn. Good game on that one there. Bringing in Snorlax to take out the fighter that doesn't even get off one counter. Beautiful. And they're bringing in a Muck with Snarl, which is going to be able to spam those charge moves. Do believe they go for the Sludge Wave right out the gate here. Charizard holding the line in the back with the 1 shield on my end as well as theirs. And yeah, still doing a lot of damage, but not even bringing us into the red. Going for the Body Slam here, and we're going to be getting their last shield, which made me smile. That's perfect. I think we want to let this go. Dark Pulse, yeah, bringing in Charizard. As soon as they see the Charizard, they back out. I'm thinking there was like a Grass type or something in the back. Maybe a Steel. Who knows, but we take the win there. Next battle, Hitmonchan, Charizard, Shadow. Oh boy, there it is. So we got the 2 showcases up against each other. That's pretty interesting. So you know the drill. We're going to stay here, shield up the first one, go for a Thunder Punch, and then retreat into the Snorlax. We might go to Charizard. That could be an option as well, but it's not typically the best swap in because you can get walled by a Tapu Fini or some crap. All right, so we bring in our Snorlax, and of course they're bringing in a Shadow Poliwrath here to counter us. Yeah. All right, so it's okay, though. We did a decent amount of damage with the Lick and 1 Body Slam already here. Ice Punch, not enough, and Body Slam is going to KO, I do believe, if they let this go here. Yo, we're winning that matchup with the Snorlax. Are you kidding me? Let's get it, baby. They're farming me down with their Charizard, which is actually putting them in a good position. Now, we've only got 1 shield left, so we're going to go ahead and call this Dragon Claw here. Things are getting a little heated, and we still have a healthy Hitmonchan in the back. We're going to go ahead and use our last shield. We don't want to go down with this Charizard. They're swapping into Snorlax. We're going to go straight for the Blast Burn. See if they let this go here. And beautiful. That's a wrap. That is a wrap, and I do believe Hitmonchan is going to counter down this Charizard here. Oh, very close. So close. We'll bring in our Charizard to take the win here from that Hitmonchan. Still in the kills. Remember that? I don't know. Good old days. Stop stealing my kills. All right, next battle, Hitmonchan versus Crest. That's not great, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Snorlax. Charizard can also handle it again if it doesn't have Future Sight, though. All right, going for the Body Slam. That's the only thing that we can really do here. Just keep on spamming those. What are they going to go for? It's a Moonblast, of course. Swapping into an Ampharos, which is perfect, and we're going to be able to get it out of the way so that Charizard can have free roam for the most part. So we think, at least the Electric's out of the way. All right, so we'll bring in the Hitmonchan to farm them down here. Letting the Brutal Swing go. And do we survive? We do. Unbelievable. Slow registration for the damage for Volt Switch, allowing us to get to the Body Slam. Thank you. All right, and getting a shield out of them. Bringing in Hitmonchan, and since they've used the shield, I was going to say I was going to use one too, but we freaking farmed them down. Oh my goodness. Bringing in the Charizard, and I think we may share. Letting it go. Moonblast. Okay, good call, good call, good call. What was that, a Jellicent? Do we got a Jellicent back here? Yes, we do. We got a Jellicent back here. Thank God we saved our shield. All right, so we're going to obviously spam these Dragon Claws. I mean, we can go for Blast Burn here, but Fish it for a shield. Not like they really need to use it quite yet because we got a Hitmonchan. Now, I let it go. Why? Why? Because I have two shields, and this Hitmonchan's got Thunder Punch, baby, and we've got energy ready to go. And they let it go, and then we got this Crest. Now, this is the one that I was talking about. This might be the last battle. Yes, it is. Great. Great way to go out here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. So as soon as they let that Thunder Punch go, I said, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. I said this out loud to myself. When they let it go, I said, oh, you want to do this the hard way? Okay. You want to get countered down. Sounds good. Let's go. So I counter it down. We take the win. Shadow Hitmonchan. Let's get it. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic! You will see.